Take us through exactly what happened. I know you were flying out to Colorado, the firefighters memorial. On the plane, something happened.
Yeah, so Thursday morning, 6 o'clock, we were all boarded a plane to Colorado Springs via Chicago, and we were sitting in our seats. It was myself, Captain McKinnon, and Captain Langell all on the same row. And Captain McKinnon thought he heard somebody say, "Are you okay?" And then he looked at me and said, "I think someone behind us is having an issue." We both stood up. The passenger behind us in the middle row was gray, unresponsive, and having seizure-like activity. So we picked them up, we grabbed them, we put them in the middle aisle of the airplane. We assessed for a pulse, and there was no pulse on this gentleman. At this point in time, Captain Langell got up, went to the front of the plane to grab an AED. Captain McKinnon started CPR, and by the time I had turned around to grab the AED from Captain McKinnon, from Captain Langell, he was awake in the middle of the airplane.
What exactly happened? Do you know?
So it could have been a cardiac issue. So sometimes if you have an irregular rhythm, like a ventricular tachycardia or a ventricular fibrillation, your body responds. So it can have the seizure-like activity. And by doing the CPR, we believe it rectified the problem. After the CPR was done, he was a little bit on the groggy side. We had put an IV into him and gave him some fluids. Ironically, on the plane, they had a full first aid kit with IV supplies, medications like epinephrine, atropine, dextrose, there in case something did go wrong, and there was medical personnel on the plane to use it.
Normally, if this were to happen in downtown North Attleboro, you attend to the individual, they're taken to the hospital. You're on a plane like that, there is no hospital. You've got to wait until the plane lands.
Yeah, so we were 30 to 45 minutes into the flight, 30,000 feet. So the flight attendant was talking to a hospital in Phoenix. They contract with a medical facility for these reasons. They were taking our information. They were asking for vital signs, which we had a blood pressure cuff and a stethoscope, so we were able to get a blood pressure. Giving the doctor that information, and the doctor and the pilot, I believe, were talking as well, and the decision was made to continue on to Chicago. So we kept the passenger basically lying flat in the middle of the aisle for the flight. We took his blood pressure every 10 minutes. About 30 minutes out from Chicago, we sat him up slowly. We put him back in a seat. We seatbelted him in for the landing, and then the medics from Chicago came on board and took him to the hospital.
Have you heard from the gentleman, his family at all?
I have not. He was going out to, I think they said Idaho for a wedding. I have not. The wife has my contact information, and I have not heard. They're probably not back yet, but it was truly a team effort. I can't stress that enough. There were 7 firefighters from 2 different departments, Foxborough and North Attleboro, and we didn't even have to look at each other. We knew that jobs had to get done. We each took a task. We each took a role, and it was successful.
How lucky was he that you guys were on that plane, and what might have happened had you not been on that plane?
I mean, like I told the other news station, it's tough to speculate, but obviously this person wasn't breathing. This person had no pulse. So the only way to do that is early recognition, start CPR, get an AED, because that is the only fix to a problem like this. Extremely lucky, right place, right time, great teamwork, great success story.
Congratulations, Chief.
Thank you.